I have nothing but respect for this particular filmmaker, but I gotta say, after Iron Man 3, I was once again ready for some awesome black comedy. Huh? You don't get it, do you? Well, that's a shame. So I've noticed a few similarities between The Nice Guys and my favorite Shane Black film, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. It's a strange little trend that I've noticed. It's only twice that it's happened, but Shane Black is a man who basically invented the buddy cop genre. And in the last two films that he's made in that genre, he's used Val Kilmer and Russell Crowe, two men who really came on the scene because of their portrayal of badasses. But since then, those asses have expanded a little. Kilmer went from Iceman to Ice Cream Man, and Crowe went from Gladiator to Glad I Ate Her. Okay, so I'm not allowed to judge weight gain or puns. And God knows, it happens to the best of us, but what really doesn't happen all that often is catching lightning in a bottle. But Shane Black seemingly has not done it once, not twice, but 3 times when it comes to these buddy cop movies. Granted, he didn't direct Lethal Weapon the first time, but he did write and create the characters of Riggs and Murtaugh, two iconic buddy cops who had chemistry for decades to come. And 2 decades after that, he did it once again in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang with Harry and Perry. But come on, a 3rd time? That seems as unlikely as Kilmer, Crowe, and myself skipping dessert. Okay, I'm done. But it's true, it happened again. Russell Crowe and Ryan Gosling are an amazing team, but once again, you have to give credit to Black. That formula that he has for creating such chemistry, he used once again. And the writing was just as brilliant to give these two characters moments not only of chemistry, but of hilarity. Crowe does very well as grizzled street tough Jackson Healy, but there are shades of Bud White, his character from LA Confidential, peeking through in Healy. He's a man who doesn't take any crap. He's street smart, but he has his own moral code. However, my biggest issue with this film was how that morality was pushed onto the characters. When it comes to screenwriting, Shane Black is a veteran, but when it comes to direction, he's still fairly young. And when he got his first opportunity with a giant blockbuster in Iron Man 3, let's be honest, mistakes were made. And one of the biggest mistakes was a child actor. There were a lot of mistakes made in Iron Man 3, but like I said, one of the biggest was teaming Iron Man up with a sassy youngster. Of course, it can somewhat be forgiven because we know it's a Disney Marvel movie which is really catered to selling toys. But in an R-rated neo-noir, wait, it takes place in the 70s, a retro neo-noir? The character of Holly March could have been effective if used sparingly. A precocious child gives these grizzled veterans something to play off of, but the fact is, Holly was in it way too much. She was foiling the villains, solving the mysteries, and brandishing a gun. It was like she was the 3rd member of this detective team. This is a trend that has rarely worked for filmmakers who are already auteurs in R-rated movies or horror films. Don't believe me? Ask Robert Rodriguez or M. Night Shyamalan. Having her as an integral part and the moral compass of the film was too much. It was a mistake. But the relationship between she and her father, played by Breaker High graduate Ryan Gosling, actually really worked, and for both of the characters. Gosling's Holland March was, in my opinion, the best character. He's funny, he's layered, but he's damaged and at times unintelligent. And it was great to see Canadian national treasure Rygos play another quirky character. But if you know anything about Black's writing, you should already expect quirky characters. Black's writing also typically has a pantheon of eccentric side characters. In this case, the henchmen played by Bo Knapp and Keith David. But in my opinion, it was another area where Black could have improved upon, because these henchmen are so fun to watch. They're otherworldly, but they're in it all too briefly. Same goes for Matt Bomer's assassin, John Boy, an odd little character. But with so little screen time or lack of character development, these side characters seem so incongruous, like they almost don't belong in the film. Which in fact made me want to see more of them. Shane Black has a great way of getting these humorous, over-the-top, and yet grounded performances from all of his actors. And once again, that's the case in The Nice Guys. And once again, his humorous, fast-paced dialogue seems so natural, it's a pleasure to watch. Black's writing and his knowledge of the retro neo-noir comedy genre is second to none. And I really feel that this sub-genre is his and his alone. And it's great to see his return to form after a film like Iron Man 3, where he clearly was influenced by the studio. And so I have to give Shane Black the for the win. But seriously, enough with the child actors. Because an R-rated retro neo-noir children's movie, it's just too much. I will say that The Nice Guys was inconsistent at times. I thought more noir narration was coming, but it was only really used at the beginning. Those aforementioned henchmen, I thought there'd be more of them. But there wasn't. Even Kim Basinger's Judith Cutner kind of came and went as she pleased. It seemed almost like Black was a little unsure of the movie he really wanted to make. What you can be sure of is once again Black has carved out an intriguing little mystery and created some amazing, hilarious chemistry between his two leads. It's not quite as good as Kiss Kiss Bang Bang in my opinion, but I really love that film. The fact of the matter is, I'll still go see anything that Black makes. Even Iron Man 3 again? Well, okay, maybe not, but The Nice Guys isn't earn it. Poll question, what is your favorite noir film? Not retro, neo, just noir. As always, leave your answers in the comment section below. Be sure to subscribe to Real School, follow me on Twitter, and of course, if you get anything out of Real School, you can always give a little back. Just click the link, and you can become a member of my Patreon team. But until next time, school's out.